Hey everybody, it's Jeremiah today, doing a little coffee talk before I run back to work. But it's a crazy season for me right now. I graduate in like 10 days from school, which is amazing. Kind of didn't think I'd get here. But anyway, the point I wanted to talk about is something that's really made a massive difference for me in the last year of running my own business, as well as just how I kind of navigate the world. And it's something I really didn't want to do as an artist. I really didn't want to do that as a creative. And that is treat myself and what I do as a business. And I feel like maybe you're like me, maybe you were like, man, that just feels like kind of scummy. It feels a little bit like a sellout. It feels a little too disingenuous. It feels a little too whatever, fill in the blank, right? I don't want to treat myself like a business because I want to be personable or I want to be relatable. And it's like, that's just not it at all. So what do I mean by treat yourself like a business? I mean, in a business, every single action that someone takes is either building that business or tearing it down. There's really no middle ground, right? You're either supporting a brand or taking it down. You're either building it up or taking it down. When you treat yourself like a business, it just gets you in a different mindset, and that's really the difference for success. So thinking about your actions and would it benefit your business, you as an artist, as a creative? Is it going to benefit you to do this? Man, it's also honestly really helped my finances. Not that I'm making significantly more, because that's not even the goal, right? I want to do this because I want to create jobs for people. And so it's not even necessarily about what I'm bringing in, it's about what the business is bringing in. But if you're treating yourself like a business, it's only going to help you come taxes. So I live in the United States, and in taxes, we get to write off some business expenses, quite a bit of them. And so if you're an artist and you haven't been keeping track of your expenses for your business, you're paying a lot in taxes that you don't have to. Now, I will say I'm not a tax professional. You got to get one. So I got one who helped me figure out what all I need to keep track of. So I'm keeping track of, everything I spent on school that counts as a business expense. Everything, most or half my car. I think we decided half my car was used for business because I work from home. And so really whenever I'm leaving the house, it's for business. So half of what I paid for my car, that gets to take away. And the game is all taking your taxable income down because that's what you're taxed on. So do some research on tax brackets. I posted a video or a resource a little bit back, but you can start now. Because, in the U.S., we don't have to file until March, April, something like that. Do it earlier. But the earlier you can contact someone, they'll help you figure all that out. But it really helps your finances. I am far more organized now than I ever was before. And when you're organized, it just sets you up to take advantage of the opportunities that come instead of, I feel like I used to be waiting for opportunities and they'd come and I wouldn't be able to hop on them because either the money wasn't there or I just wasn't there, right? And my head wasn't in the right place. My actions weren't in the right place. And now those opportunities are starting to come and I'm actually set in a place to hop on them. So anyway, I didn't want this to be super long. I probably rambled for a bit, but it's a really big deal to treat yourself, your music, your artistry, your creative business as a business. It's not only going to save you tons and tons of money. If you're, I imagine, I just bought a drum kit, right? So you spend a few $1,000 on drums and cymbals and stuff. It's a business expense. Gets to take out of my taxable income. Instead, what used to happen, sorry, my dogs are fighting. What used to happen is I would get paid, taxes come out of my paycheck, so it's already tax dollars. I go buy a drum kit, I pay sales tax on that. It sits here and it's just sitting there. I mean, I've got a drum set, but if I'm not a business, I don't get to count that expense against my income. So now my taxable income is down a few grand because I invested in a drum kit. So anyway, treat yourself like a business. Take yourself seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously, right? You're not better than anybody else. I'm not better than anybody else because I'm a business. But it calls yourself to a higher standard. Every single action I take, is it building my business or is it tearing it down? Am I building my brand or tearing it down? Am I confirming my brand or not? Okay? That's the biggest thing for today. I've got to go finish up my final projects and study for finals next week. But love you guys. If you need help, I graduate on the 12th, so I'm ready to start getting some calls with people. Hit me up if you want some help with that. That's been one of the most fulfilling things in my last year, is helping so many people shift their music careers into treating it like a business and treating it like a career. So I'm glad to help you guys out with that as well. Anyway, love you guys. Keep hustling. We'll see you next time. Hit me up if you got questions. Drop them in the comments.